Hey, welcome into the round pen, day 6, I believe, with this big Morgan horse Spider. And you know, he's just a big old puppy dog, this horse is. He loves people. He just likes being rubbed on. And let me stop because I just realized I didn't tie the keeper on my hackamore. He's just doing well. He hasn't been any trouble whatsoever. The only thing I ran into, yesterday I got on him for the first time to ride him, and as I mentioned, he's been ridden before. It's been 4 or 5 years ago probably, but he has been ridden some, and I got on him and squeezed and kissed and clucked and kicked, and he didn't move at all. Not even any. He didn't know what to do. Okay, he wasn't being bad. He doesn't have a bad bone in his body. He wants to get along with everybody. He just didn't know what to do. And I finally got him to yield his hindquarters. I had to kick and thump on him pretty hard and slap him with my hand because I didn't have a spanker. So that's why I've changed to this hackamore today. Yesterday I was using a side pull hackamore that did not have a Makati rein on it. This one does, so I've got something here to help me. So I'm gonna, and then I've also asked Yvonne to come in here, and she's gonna help me get him moving here in a minute. I'm just reinforcing. And if you noticed the very first day when I was doing this stuff, I didn't have much shoulder movement from him. I had a little bit of hip movement, but not much, and it's gotten a whole lot better. And that's pretty important. Once I get on him and start giving him some cues, he needs to be able to move those body parts, understand what I'm asking him to do. He has been pretty stiff to the left, but not to the right. So I'm going to check that out here in a minute. Okay, and ask him to back up. That's getting better. I had to be pretty forceful with him in the beginning, so I'm really happy with that. He's trying hard. Good boy. All right. There we go. And the reason I'm wiggling around a lot here is he's got a lot of fat on his back, so the saddle tends to move a bit. Okay, I like where his head is. So see, if he was bothered just by me sitting up here, his head would be up here. You know, he'd be saying, "Hey, what are you doing? What's going on?" He's okay with me being here. Let's try to flex him. This is his stiff side here to the left. That's not too bad. Let's try to the right. Okay. Okay. So Yvonne, why don't you step over that way, because what I'm going to do here is I'm going to bend him to the left and try to get him to move his hindquarters away from my left leg. And I might need you to help me just a little bit with the stick right there. Let me see what he does. Okay. So I'm going to bend his head, give him the cue. That's actually way better than yesterday. Way better, okay? Let me praise him. What a good boy you are. Okay? Now that wasn't much, folks, but for this horse, you know, think about it, you know, when your first grader writes his ABCs, not a big deal to you, but it is to him. So, you know. Okay, do it again. Come on, move that hip. So today I've got a little spanker that I can tap him on the tail with. Okay, Yvonne, can you come over here and help me? Get over and just kind of point that stick at his hip. Right about there, and just point that stick at his hip. Ask him to move it. Go ahead, wave it up and down if you need to. There, and then back off. Good. Good, so I don't want you to do any more than you have to. See, now his head came up and he said, "What is that woman doing?" Before, until you walked over, he was kind of ignoring you. But now he dropped his head back down, okay? Horses never lie. They never do. They always tell you exactly what they're thinking. Okay, so now I'm going to go to the other side. Let's try this to the right. Let me see if I can do it by myself. There. Tapped him with the tail of this Makati. So Once he understands the cue, I'll be a lot more insistent. I'm not, insisting that he do it. I'm just asking him and encouraging him to do it. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, Yvonne, I'm going to yield his hindquarters about 180 degrees and try to ride him off that way. So when I do, I want you to step that way and kind of raise the stick. But wait on me here. Okay. So let's see if I can get him to move here, and then I'll see if I can get him to ride out. Okay. So now raise your stick pointed at his tail. Step toward his tail. Kind of wave your stick a little. Let's see if we can get him to move. As soon as he moves, drop it. Okay. Wasn't much, but he did it. Hold on. Just realized my night latch is compromised here. Okay. I'm ready. All right, let's do it again. Raise your stick, go toward his tail, and then drop it. As soon as he moves. Again. Good. Okay. Okay. Again. Okay, good. This time let's expect 3 steps before you drop it. Okay, you ready? 1, 2, 3. And he took 4, okay? So, you may say, well, Steve, why don't you just whack that horse and get him moving? I could, and he'd probably be okay, but I don't think that's necessary. Okay? If I have to, I will. If I have to, I will, but I don't want to. I want him to make a decision, understand the cue, and do it on his own because he trusts me. All right? We may have to be a little more insistent. We'll see. Okay? So same thing, Yvonne. This time just use a little more energy when you ask him to go. You ready? Now. There. Good. Okay. And he just checked out and started scratching his head on the fence, which tells me he's not bothered. If he was bothered, he wouldn't be doing that right there. All right, do it again. A little more energy this time. Good. Let's have him walk. Let's just have him keep going. Just help me if you see him slowing down. Okay. Okay. Good. So he's handling this pretty nicely once he figured it out. Good. Horses move fast, but they learn slow. Okay, back up. We're going to do an inside turn. Okay. And walk off to your left. Good. Come on, bud. A little more. Let's try to get him walking a little faster. Good. A little faster. Good. There we go. Good. That's good. Yeah. Okay, now back off and let's see if he'll... Well, wait till I get past Neo. Okay. Yeah, now back off and let's see if he'll keep going. He slowed up a bit, but he did keep moving without your help. Okay, inside turn. Okay, good. Getting better. That time you didn't even have to help me. Beautiful. So he's learning the lesson. Okay, let's do it again. Inside turn. It's a little harder because I'm going away from his buddy who's tied right behind him there. Good. Okay. So folks, see me tapping this horse with the tail end of that Makati? And see he's not bothered by it? If I had not done what you saw me doing earlier, and I've done it quite a bit, then he would be scared of it. But he knows it's not going to hurt him. It's just a way for me encouraging him. I need you to go, You need to understand my cue here. He's doing pretty good now. Okay, Yvonne, help me get him walking a little faster. We're almost done here. Yeah, there we go. That's all I want right there. Good. Just get a nice, good walk out of him. I want to do a full revolution and stop right back over there. Fast walk all the way around. Just want to stop by his buddy, cue him. Is he pooping too? Okay, let him poop. Okay, now ask him to go. Okay, good. All right. And then I'm going to stop him about right here. Ooh. There we go. Good boy, Spider. Okay, so, you know, another SBH stable boring video. It's boring to you maybe, but wasn't boring to him. As far as he's concerned, you know, he just won the World Series and the Super Bowl. It was a big deal to him, and he did really well. And I'm really happy with it.